Federal judge blocks Texas order limiting abortion access over coronavirus. A federal judge has blocked a Texas executive order banning non-essential medical procedures from limiting abortion access during the coronavirus outbreak, a win for abortion rights activists, as the fight over abortion rights intersects with the worsening pandemic. The Attorney General's interpretation of the executive order prevents Texas women from exercising what the Supreme Court has declared is their fundamental constitutional right to terminate a pregnancy before a fetus is viable, Federal Judge Lee Yeakel in the Western District of Texas wrote in an order Monday. The temporary block comes after Texas abortion providers, Planned Parenthood and the Center for Reproductive Rights, sued state officials on Wednesday for including abortions among non-essential surgical procedures that must be deferred or canceled to focus on the coronavirus pandemic. The ruling is the first from a federal judge in a flurry of similar lawsuits in other states. Yeakel, a George W. Bush nominee, suggested the issue might head to the Supreme Court on an emergency basis. He would not speculate on whether the Supreme Court included a silent except in a national emergency clause in its previous rulings on abortion. The court will not predict what the Supreme Court will do if this case reaches that court, Yeakel said. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton confirmed last week that any type of abortion that is not medically necessary to preserve life or health of the mother was included in Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott's order that health care providers postpone all surgeries and procedures that are not immediately medically necessary to preserve a patient's life or condition. Paxton later accused his legal challengers of withholding desperately needed supplies and personal protective equipment in favor of a procedure that they referred to as a choice. But Yeakel pushed back Monday against the argument of saving resources, writing that the benefits of a limited potential reduction in the use of some personal protective equipment by abortion providers is outweighed by the harm of eliminating abortion access in the midst of a pandemic that increases the risks of continuing an unwanted pregnancy, as well as the risks of traveling to other states in search of time-sensitive medical care. For some patients, such a delay will deprive them of any access to abortion, he added, noting that the abortion rights groups had a high likelihood of success in the challenge based on the merits of the case. Yeakel said that the order will last until April 13, the same day as the hearing when he will consider another temporary ban. Mark Rylander, Paxton's communications director, told CNN that we are disappointed in the court's decision. We'll seek appellate review promptly. CNN has reached out to Abbott's office for comment. Plaintiffs cheered the ruling, with Planned Parenthood acting president Alexis McGill Johnson urging Abbott to align his priorities with those of her organization to ensure that every person can access essential health care while conserving needed resources during this time of a global pandemic. Nancy Northup, president and CEO at the Center for Reproductive Rights, said in a statement Monday that the ruling in the Texas lawsuit sends a message to other states. Using this pandemic to ban abortion access is unconstitutional. Abortion care is time-sensitive and essential health care that has a profound impact on a person's health and life, which is why it is protected as a constitutional right. While Texas was the first state to face a legal challenge over including elective abortions and non-essential surgeries limited under the pandemic, it is no longer the only such state. Planned Parenthood and state abortion providers filed 4 lawsuits in Alabama, Iowa, Ohio and Oklahoma on Monday against state officials over similar orders. Other states, including Mississippi and Kentucky, have also opted to include abortions among non-essential surgeries limited during the coronavirus response. Ariane DeVoe contributed to this story. Click subscribe to receive the latest news.